And joining us now is a friend of Stockton Rush and P.H. Nargeolet, two of the passengers on board, David Waud. David, I'm sorry for your loss. We know that you've journeyed on the Titan sub, traveling with Stockton 2 years ago. What was your first thought when they initially lost communication?
Well, I think we knew when we were on our trip that if something went wrong and we couldn't get back up to the surface, there was very little chance that anybody would be able to rescue us in time. So I thought right away, since they had not reached the bottom, or at least it didn't look like they'd reached the bottom when they lost communication, that it probably was something like an implosion. I didn't see how they could have been tangled up when they hadn't reached the bottom, and they had a lot of backup systems for coming back up to the top, even if they lost power. So my first impression was that maybe it imploded, and I certainly didn't say that in any of my earlier interviews, but that was my first thought, and probably a lot of other people thought the same thing.
So I found this fascinating that after your trip, you loved it so much, you invited the OceanGate team to your hometown to share the experience with the community, and you said you even encouraged friends to take the voyage because you felt like it was completely safe. Have your thoughts changed or evolved with these most recent updates, and can you describe why you felt so secure on that voyage?
Well, I knew that there'd been some problems with the submersible because I was supposed to go down in it in 2019, and they were testing it at different depths, and they were not able to test it in time for the trips to go as planned in 2019. Then I think it went, I thought it was the University of Maryland, but I might be wrong, for more tests, and it had to be reinforced. It was shown, I think, that it could go down that deep, but that cumulatively there was going to be damage to it, and it was going to weaken the hull. Now, I'm not an expert on any of that, so I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but then a good part of the next year, it was being reinforced before they started the dives in 2021, which is when I went. So I did feel completely safe knowing that that had been done, and knowing just what a visionary Stockton was, how interesting he was to listen to on the trip. And as you said, I encouraged friends of mine to go on it. None of them signed up because the price jumped quite a bit from what I paid, up to $250,000. And you really had to have a passion for it, not just the money, to go on a trip like this.
Absolutely. Can you describe that experience and why you felt like other people should experience it as well?
Well, just the process of going down 12,500 feet is an experience. I mean, I don't think if there'd been just some fish down there and some other shipwreck, I don't know if I'd have paid quite as much money, but I would have maybe done it. The process and how professionally they ran the trip was amazing to me. So that I liked. And I just thought most people would enjoy the experience going down there, even if they were not big Titanic fans. It was a trip of a lifetime for me. I was on only the fifth trip in Titan to go down all the way to the Titanic, and we only made it to the stern because the currents took us a little bit different direction than they thought when we started our descent. The next day, the group got to the bow. That was the sixth trip. And the last trip of that summer of 2021.
And David, we have about 30 seconds left, but could you please describe your friend, Stockton Rush? You've publicly called him enthusiastic and a complete professional.
He certainly seemed that way. He was not, I mean, he wasn't the one to try to get attention to himself in the room, but he had so much experience in different things, as you know, being an an aerospace engineer at Princeton, which is also my alma mater. So we had a close tie there, even though I'm 15 years older. And just everything was so professional. He loved checklists. I think I've read somebody that said they'd suggested a book he had read on checklists. Everything was checked off before all the dives. After the dives, we went through everything, all the different safety measures. So I felt that he really knew what he was doing on the trips. Now, maybe designing a submersible that can go that deep over and over again, he didn't have all the knowledge that was needed for that.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.